Now, who doesn't like a luxury car? Well, I certainly do, especially if it enables you to do a lot more things inside the car. Now, if we have to talk about such a car, we have to talk about the MG Hector, which has made all kinds of right noises this year. And after a long time of being teased, finally Arjit Garg has got his hands on the car, and here's how it is to drive.
When MG Motor, the 90-year-old British brand, announced their entry in India, a lot of people laughed them off, and there's a reason to it. It's not easy for any car manufacturer to establish their base in India. But then, MG had some huge plans for their first product, as they decided to put everything, all the technology, in their first car for India, the Hector. But is technology alone enough to sell a car in India, as most of the people look for actual physical products? And this is what we will be talking in the next few minutes. The very first moment you lay your eye on the MG Hector, you realize how big this SUV is. The sheer size of the MG Hector gives it a very unique road presence, especially from the front. Like most of the modern SUVs, the Hector gets a high place horizontal LED DRLs sitting above a hexagonal chrome enclosed grille. Then there is the big headlight cluster enclosed in a C-section chrome lining comprising the LED projector headlamps and fog lights. The side has an equally eye-catching appeal with a floating roof, a large wheelbase, and 17-inch dual-tone alloys. While on paper the size of the tire is enough, the large wheel arches and the mammoth size makes the wheels feel small. There's ample use of chrome elements too. At the back are the LED tail lights that gets a connected look thanks to a large horizontal reflector, dynamic indicators that look super cool, and a large brushed aluminum finished skid plate. While the design of the back is unique, we wish it could have been a bit wider to give it an appeal and match the front and side. Overall, the MG Hector has an eye-catching design. Yes, the exteriors are exciting and all, but the real USP of the Hector lies inside the cabin. MG is calling the Hector India's first internet car. Fancy names aside, the MG Hector is a connected car that gets an embedded SIM from Airtel. The highlight of the MG Hector is definitely this large touchscreen infotainment system here that not only looks good but acts functional also. You can actually control more than 100 functions using voice command. Let me show you a couple of them.
I'm listening.
Open the sunroof. There you go. Let me show you another.
Yes.
Set temperature to 27 degrees.
Temperature is set to 27 degrees Celsius.
MG has partnered with many technology companies to provide various connectivity solutions with the iSmart technology. Apps like Gaana for listening your favorite music, TomTom for navigation, and AccuWeather for weather updates are pre-installed. You can also use the iSmart app on your mobile to remotely control functions on your car. Companies like Microsoft, Adobe, Nuance, Cisco were roped in to provide a variety of technology features to the buyers. That being said, the infotainment system is also very intuitive to operate and is the largest of its kind with a 10.4-inch screen size. The sound quality is brilliant thanks to the Infinity sound system. In terms of the features, the MG Hector is loaded to the brim with features like tire pressure monitoring system, power tailgate, electronically adjustable front seats, panoramic sunroof, ambient lighting, 360 view camera, and more. Now, to address the elephant in the room, no, the build quality is not bad. In fact, it is very good thanks to soft touch leather on the dashboard, chunky steering wheel, and leather seats with good cushioning and bolstering. The doors are also on the heavier side. We found the seats to be a bit stiff though. The all-black cabin is spacious as your living room, especially in the rear seats. Also, the rear footboard is fully flat with no transmission tunnel hump. The rear seats can be reclined and also flat folded to generate extra space in the boot, which is otherwise deep, square, and easy to load. Now the MG is offering the Hector with 3 engine options, a 1.5 liter petrol, a 1.5 liter petrol with a 48 volt hybrid, and a 2 liter diesel engine. We drove both the petrol hybrid and diesel motors, but only with a 6-speed manual gearbox. However, there's also a CVT on offer. In terms of the numbers, the 1.5 petrol and petrol hybrid delivers 143 PS and 250 Newton meter of output, while the 2-liter delivers 150 PS and 350 Newton meter of output. The 48-volt hybrid system pushes an extra 20% torque in the petrol motor. Both the engines perform really well and the gear shifts are also smooth. We found the diesel unit to be best suited for our test drive, which comprised mostly of hilly terrain. Which brings us to the handling. Since we drove the Hector mostly on the hills, the hairpin bends gave us an ample opportunity to test the steering response, and we were impressed to say the least. The steering had a good feedback and felt aptly tuned for India, and so was the suspension, which makes the ride quality plush and on a softer side. The car also has supreme NVH levels, especially in the petrol motor. There was a clutter in the diesel motor though. The MG Hector also gets a host of virtual safety features thanks to the iSmart system, like a dedicated call center for emergency assistance, which the MG calls a Pulse Hub, geofence, among others. More safety features include electronic stability program, hill hold, 6 airbags, TCS, and ABS with EDD. Now MG has got everything in place to make the Hector a success in India. A strong brand name, a spacious SUV, a technology-loaded cabin, and an infrastructure in place with almost 100 plus outlets. The only thing remaining is now the price, which can be the make or break deal for the MG Hector. For now, we are happy with the honest effort that MG has put into the Hector.